Oh, hi, Betty. Do you want to be on TV? No. Hey, we're live. Good evening. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. I hope you're doing well. It's the end of the day here on the East Coast. My Eagles are getting their butts kicked today, so I'm doing the show instead. It's been a long day. Anyway, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And the other day I was watching a show called UpFlip on YouTube, and the guy in there were talking to kaizen. And it's funny. It's just did a kaizen proposal the other day. And I'm like, oh, I want to watch this. And he asked the question. So I'm going to offer a new question for Daily Scrum, something that I don't know if anybody's ever said this before. And if anybody has known anybody said, let me know. And that's cool. So 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And here comes Bubbles. Hi, Bubbles. And we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way so you can deliver value to your customer. So Bubbles doesn't shake the computer. Hi, Bubbles. It's Bubbles. It's me. I'm the one who wants to be in here. Oh, gosh. Just sit with the dog. Dog's like, what are you doing, cat? Anyway, so you get home to family and friends and have some fun. Enjoy your pets. Watch some football. Hopefully your team does better than my team right now. I figured I'd take a break and walk away for a little bit, come back, see how they do. Anyway, so here's my question. I got a new question for Daily Scrum. How about this? I heard this in the video. Maybe you could, if you look up, if you're on YouTube, if you're a YouTube person, look up UpFlip, because I've been looking at starting business, micro businesses, stuff like that. I got a couple things going that hopefully I'll do. I'm hoping, I'm dreaming, right? Goal setting. And what he was saying, he did kaizen in his shop, and that's how his business has grown and got more efficient. And he doesn't do it like where to get the high price consultants come in and do these big kaizen events, figure all these new ways of doing business and all, spend all that money. Though he does do kaizen events. But the question they ask every day is fix what bugs you. So that's his number one thing that he puts on his list for his kaizen. He has like 3 items, but the number one is fix what bugs you. And I went, that's a really good question for Daily Scrum. So one of the questions is we should go, because everyone's working every day, right? And more in the code, I don't know, maybe you can talk to people or not. It may take a little bit of time, but how about during Daily Scrum, we ask the question, what bugs you? Are you going to fix it? Right? Is something bugging you and are you going to fix it? Maybe that's the question. Is there something bugging you that you really want to fix and get it off your plates so you don't have to keep hitting it again? Maybe it's how you store your data, repositories, formatting, books, I don't know, instructions, could be anything, sales techniques, marketing information, manually entering PowerPoint slides that can be done in a dashboard, things like that can be done automatically, right? Or done something. So the question in Daily Scrum now is, what bugs you and can you fix it? Or you want to fix it, right? So I'd be like, hey, this piece of code right now is bugging the heck out of me. Every time I run it, or every time I try to get my unit test, or every time I try to do this, it's in the wrong spot. It's not commenting correctly, and it's really bugging me. So you know what? I'm going to fix that today. It's not in the backlog. It's not part of the sprint goal, right? But it's just something in a kaizen way. Fix these little things that are just bugging you. Because when things bug you, it's going to drag you down again. And people know when they hit it more than one time. So the question is now, what is bugging you? And say, so what is bugging you? And are you going to fix it, right? And I'll get rid of it. So maybe you say, hey, this is bugging me, and I'm going to fix it today. And that would be part of your Daily Scrum. It may be nothing to do with your sprint goal, but it's just a little kaizen thing, that way I do my daily operations. I mean, he was showing a picture of a forklift driver where they made the little foam cutouts, and when he tape measure, he put a little slot with the tape measure, put pens and where they were that he needed, a razor, whatever, so that before he got on the forklift, he knew exactly where everything was, and if there wasn't one there, he knew what it was before he started. So you could probably do the same thing with what we do in software. You can apply that same thought process to pretty much anything, right? Say if you work in a small mom and pop shop and you have a cash register, or God forbid you have paper receipts, maybe there's a foam cutout in there where an extra roll of paper sits all the time, or pens sit all the time, or things you use for the customer. I was looking for this yesterday. It took me a half hour to find the darn thing. I'm going to build a little foam cutout and put it in there today so that I don't have to do that ever again, because I know it's going to be a question that's going to come up. So those are the kind of things that would be in this question. This is bugging. What is bugging you? So what is bugging you, Greg? Greg, this is bugging me, and I'm going to fix it tomorrow, right? So my toilet's running. I got to fix the darn thing. It's driving me nuts. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. Well, I hope so. We'll see. But that's the question. So it's a different question in Daily Scrum. It's not just about the sprint goal, but as you're working through the day, as you're coding, as you're testing, as you're running sequences, as you're pushing code up, as you're commenting, or as you're reviewing code, trying to figure out a bug, right? You'll find things that just bug you and you want to fix it. So say, hey, I saw this yesterday and today I want to fix it. And that's a question you bring at Daily Scrum. So how about that for constant improvement? And sooner or later, everything will go better. I mean, you got to do you'll do some business work, but when you see something that's just bugging you, let them go ahead and fix it. You're going to make people much more happier if they feel the freedom to go fix things. Like, it's not to write a book of War and Peace, right? We're not doing a kaizen event where we're going to totally revolutionize something, right? That's called a kaizen event. That's where everyone gets in. You spend a lot more money. It takes a couple weeks, maybe a month to figure out how to fix it. That's a kaizen event. But what we're talking about is little tiny things that just bug you, that you can't stand. Like, here's one, myself. I couldn't stand the fact that I didn't know where all my Scrum teams, Jira boards, Confluence boards, roadmap plans, all that stuff was. So you know what I did? I built an entire Confluence page with every team I'm coaching, where all their stuff is. So in an instant, I can find it. I don't have to go looking I just go to that page, scroll down, hit the one I want, boom, right? So it was driving me nuts because I was doing some other things and I needed the data. And I'm like, I don't like having to figure it out. So I built a matrix where everything was, and I got it done. So now it's done. I got it. I have it forever. It's going to make my life easier for the next 6 to 8 months, right? So that's an example of a kaizen thing. So I just want to share that with you. It was bugging me. I said, I'm going to fix it, because if I fix it, all the other stuff I need to do will be a little bit easier. When people ask me questions, when anybody wants to know, they can go right there. They can find the thing. Boom. They don't have to look for. So it's now one bookmark in the system versus 20 bookmarks in the system. And on that one page has a link to everything that's in Jira, Confluence, whatever, right? It's all on that one page. And I know who my product owners are. I know who my Scrum Masters are. It's all on one page. So I did that. That was bugging me. But that's an example of the kaizen question you would ask. This was bugging me. So what's bugging you? Is there anything bugging you? This bugged me yesterday. I'm going to fix it today. That's an example. So I want to share that with you. A new question for Daily Scrum, just to break it up and giving people the freedom to say, wait, I want to stop the production for a second. I got to fix this, because if I fix this, it'll make the next 4 sprints go so much better, and I'll be able to find what I need, and it'll just make it easier if we ever have a bug to go find it and fix it, right? Like if someone hard-coded, like my favorite, hard-coded stuff in the code for answers, which should have been in a variable state or a table state or some reference table. So all you do is change the values in tables versus changing the freaking code. That would be something that would bug the crap out of me. Anyway, so there's a couple examples I gave on what that would be. Everything from I can't find tape for the machine, can't find a pen, can't find my darn Scrum team in their Jira pages, can't find, someone wrote hard-coded when I stumbled on, I'm like, oh, crap, you hard-coded this. Let me fix this code. We call that refactoring. But maybe something bugs you enough that says, you know what, I'm going to refactor this piece of code because I saw it yesterday. I was doing stuff, and it's just pestering the crud out of me, and I know we're going to hit it again later. So I'm going to fix it now. So if anybody else had to come in and fix this stuff or do something with it for some other reason, it's a lot easier for them. So that's what I got for today. I hope you enjoyed that, and please ring the little bell once, twice, so you can get notification when we go live. Sorry I'm late in the afternoon, but it is what it is. I did put out a lot of videos today for the Agile Online Summit. I am chairing the Scaling and Enterprise track. So I got 4 presenters, finished one set of interviews. I got another 2 interviews tomorrow to finish. Our presentations are going to go, and then I got another one on Monday. So I'll get my 4 speakers all done, wrapped up like a little bow, nice little bow, and put that up there. And then when we have the conference, which is, I think, October 25th, 26th, and 27th, there's some links on YouTube, LinkedIn, and all like stuff like that. Just look for Agile Online Summit. Should find it. Should be a good one. There's some good speakers that are going to be there. And there's some people, regular people like you and I, they're going to be speaking. And I hope you get a chance to listen to them and see what they have. There's a lot of good content in that, and I think everyone's working hard to put it up. It's all volunteer. I don't get paid. I'm just doing it because I just like to do it, and it gives me a chance to listen to what everybody's doing and meet some new people. It's pretty cool. So with that, I want to say good night. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Fortune Cookie Friday, and so we'll see you bright and early. Take care, and good night. See ya. Bye, Bubbles.